Do subscribe to Ekeeda channel and press bell icon to get updates about latest engineering, HSC and IIT JEE main and advanced videos.
Hello students, today we are studying chapter Human Health and Diseases. In that we are studying topic transport of gases in blood. Now when I talk about gases, the basic transport of oxygen in blood, how it is done. Let's study about it today. The transport of gases in blood. The major gas that has to be transported in the blood and that has to be retained just over there or kept over there so that the cells can gain energy from it is oxygen. Now, there are two major pathways by which oxygen can be transported into blood. One is the most striking or the most simplest pathway, oxyhemoglobin pathway, and another is a solution pathway. Now, the solution pathway is using plasma cells of your body and which works about 5 to 7%, whereas this oxyhemoglobin method uses the rest of the oxygen to transport it to the body cells. How does that work? We all know that blood cells majorly composed of RBCs, and RBCs are the cells that can transport or travel throughout your body. So your RBC cells, which are biconcave and enucleated, that is they don't have nucleus of their own, and they are produced every 120 days. After 120 days they die and new RBC cells are formed. So on that RBC cell you have something which is called as hemoglobin or HB, which is present inside your blood. Now this HB or hemoglobin is made up of Fe rings or porphyrin iron rings. They associated with your RBC, and on this combination of RBC plus hemoglobin, your oxygen molecule comes and sits, or I can say in simple language adheres. So this trio of your RBC, your hemoglobin and oxygen travel to different location, and your RBCs plus hemoglobin try to leave that oxygen molecule at that particular point. And this way oxygen is transferred to every part of your body. So whenever your hemoglobin plus oxygen will combine, that is HB plus O2 combines, what we get is HbO2, or we can say oxyhemoglobin. Now carbon monoxide poisoning resides somewhere nearby. This is a continuation of chapter Human Health and Diseases. We are studying topic transport of gases in blood. Oxyhemoglobin formation is major 86%, whereas the plasma cells carry oxygen in little quantity only. Transport of gases in blood. Now, the major gas that has to be retained inside your body is oxygen, and oxygen can be carried out in blood in two different forms. One is the solution form, and another one is the oxyhemoglobin form. Solution form is nothing but oxygen is transported with the help of plasma cells in your body or in your blood cells basically. Now, oxygen being slightly soluble in water can aroundly stick inside your blood cells and travel with the help of plasma cells. The next method is the oxyhemoglobin method, and when I talk about this oxyhemoglobin method, 97% of oxygen or O2 is transported by hemoglobin in the RBCs by forming the oxyhemoglobin molecule. Now, whenever oxygen or O2 joins the ferric ions or ferrous compound or porphyric rings on the hemoglobin or Hb molecule, they form oxyhemoglobin. The reaction is Hb plus O2 gives HbO2, which is termed as oxyhemoglobin. Now, HbO2 or oxyhemoglobin is a basically slightly unstable molecule when it reaches your body cells or body fluids. Due to this, when it reaches a particular tissue, it dissociates into Hb and O2. Now, your O2 molecule thus released can be given to the cells of the tissue or organ for their basic respiration, that is cellular respiration, whereas your hemoglobin can come back to its normal position and carry the oxygen molecule one more time. So students, in this process, we did come around about hemoglobin and oxygen and how do they coordinate with each other. I hope students, we are very clear about this transport mechanism. Thank you.